are homegrown. I'm happy to be reaching out to everyone through video and that we're able to connect with everyone virtually during these times. I hope everyone is safe and healthy and that you learned something today. So today I wanted to talk about honey. Honey is very special to all of us at Harlem Grown because we've had a beehive actually on our 134th Street site for about 2 years now. And we've been using it for educational programming, and we've harvested the honey to use for programming and at our community events. So honey has been a staple food for many people really since the beginning of time. It can be used as a sweetener, a healthy replacement for other things like sugar, but it also can be used if we're not feeling too great to help our bodies feel better. So we get honey from the result of the bee's pollination process. The bee is collecting nectar from flowers and pollen as well, so the pollen is moving from flower to flower, resulting in fruit from the flowers. The flowers are being pollinated. It also results in honey, so the bees are taking the nectar back to their hives, and in the end we have honey. So that means that the honey is going to taste and look different depending on what flowers the bees are pollinating from, depending what region they're in, so maybe what state or country, and then also what time of year. So maybe fall is going to look different than if the honey was created in the summer. So here I have 2 different types of honey. One is called multifloral honey, so that means that the bees were pollinating from many different types of flowers. The other is orange blossom, so it tells us the type of tree or flower that the bees were pollinating from. They're going to be different shades, so a lot of the honey we see in the store might look similar, but there really are types of honey that are extremely dark or extremely light. At Harlem Grown, we probably have a multifloral honey since our bees are pollinating from many flowers. They're also pollinating from our crops that we grow. So tomatoes, cucumbers, eggplants, all of those plants have flowers too. So the bees are helping pollinate our flowers, turning them into fruit, and then also collecting the nectar from these flowers and making honey. So there are many ways to consume honey. Some people will put it in their tea, maybe as a replacement for sugar. You can also drizzle it on top of your yogurt or fruit, really whatever tastes good to you. One of my favorite ways to consume honey is with citrus, especially when I'm feeling sick. So citrus also is a good tool for when we don't feel well. It's full of vitamin C and can protect our immune system, which is really important. They can also rid the body of a lot of toxins and chemicals that we can get from pesticides or really whatever else we're eating on a daily basis. It just helps our body support our bodies overall. So there are a couple of different citrus fruits. The way that we know it's citrus, one of the ways we know it's a citrus fruit is from its sour taste or acidic taste. So the 3 citrus fruits I'm going to talk about today are a lemon, an orange, and a lime. So all of these 3 have pretty different tastes, but they kind of all are helpful in the same way for our immune system and full of vitamin C. So I have 3 recipes to share. One is going to use an orange and honey, a lemon and honey, and a lime and honey. So the first recipe I'm going to demonstrate is a lemon and honey tea. So the things that you will need are a lemon, some boiling water, and a knife. You also need some honey. I am using the multifloral and clover honey. But you can really use any honey of choice. So what we're going to do is cut the lemon in half while the water is boiling. So remembering our knife skills, here's my claw holding the fruit in place, and I'm going back and forth, cutting through the fruit. So your lemon will probably have seeds in it. I like to have something to catch the seeds, so I'm using this tea strainer. So when the water starts to make this noise, if it's in a tea kettle, or you see it starting to boil if it's in a pot, you know it's ready. So now you can grab a mug, and I'm using my tea strainer again to catch the seeds. You can also try to scoop them out if you don't have a tea strainer and there's not too many, or you can get a citrus or lemon squeezer that you can find for pretty cheap at the store. So I'm going to squeeze my lemon. If I'm really using this because I'm not feeling well, I will use the whole lemon. If you're using it really just for its health benefits on a daily basis, you can use half or however much you want for its taste. But really the whole one makes it more of an effective remedy if I'm not feeling well. I'm going to turn this off. Okay, so now I have lemon juice, and I'm going to pour the hot water. You can pour the honey in now if you want. I like to pour in the water first. Can pour in some honey. And then sometimes if I have it lying around, I will add some cayenne pepper. This really helps if I have a sore throat or runny nose and I'm really not feeling well. It adds a little kick, so it depends how you handle spice, but you can add as much as you want. It's really up to how you handle taste and how you're feeling. The second recipe I'd like to share is using lime and honey. So it's a lime honey vinaigrette or salad dressing. So what you'll need is a lime, honey, using the same kind, and a clove of garlic. So as you can see, all of these recipes are very simple with few ingredients. Seeds probably on the inside, just like the lemon. So you can use the same method to get the seeds out. I'm going to use half of this lime. Just because this is a salad dressing, we want it to be balanced, which means all the flavors are pretty equal, and I don't want it to overpower the honey. Now I'm going to add some honey, and this will be up to taste, so you really can taste your recipes, especially if you're making them at home as you go along, so you know how you like it, if it's too sour, if it's too sweet. The last ingredient is our garlic clove. This is really going to tie everything together and make it taste more like a salad dressing. So garlic has skin on the outside. You don't want to use that. You're going to want to mince your garlic into very small pieces because it's a salad dressing, so when you're eating your salad or whatever you're putting this on top of, you don't want big chunks of garlic. So this is pretty minced, and to put it in to my bowl with the honey and the lime juice. And then if you'd like, you can add salt and pepper to taste. Now you're going to stir it all together. You can have this on top of lettuce or whatever salad. You can have it on top of any vegetable you want, and we're all done. The third recipe is going to be with an orange and honey, and I'm going to make a sort of orange juice sweetened with honey. I'm going to need a blender. It really can be a blender of any sort, anything that really just you use for smoothies and or a food processor. And I've cut my oranges into quarters, and I'm going to take the peel off. Of each one, and cutting into quarters really just made it easier for me to take the peel off. So I'm going to use the oranges, water, and honey, and this blender. I put the oranges in. And really add water to fill the bottom of the blender, not too much. Fruit oranges have a lot of water in them already, so they should make their own. And then you can either add in the honey now or you can add it in at the end. Now, once your juice is well combined, you can take a strainer. You can have a strainer of any kind, maybe something lying around at home, but preferably one with smaller holes so the pulp doesn't get through. You can also drink it now with the pulp. I just prefer it without pulp. The strainer in the cup, you're going to pour the orange juice over. The strainer will catch the pulp and the juice will go to the bottom, making sure that it doesn't overflow at the top. Juice is falling into the cup and the pulp is staying in the strainer. You can obviously use more oranges if you would like more juice. I would say for an average cup, maybe 12 ounces, you should use 2 to 3 oranges. So this is a small cup, about 4 to 6 ounces, so 1 orange is just fine. If you taste it at this point and it's not sweet enough for you, feel free to add more honey. So that's all you need, 3 ingredients: oranges, honey, and water. So now we have 3 easy recipes that we can use every day, especially when we're feeling sick, and all you need is citrus and honey. So we have our orange juice sweetened with honey, our lime and honey salad dressing, and our lemon honey tea. So that's all. I hope you learned something today, and we look forward to having you back on the farm again soon.